Hey everybody, let's get on here. Let's do a new, let's see if we're on here. I'm gonna see, yep, there I am. I'm there, hi everybody. Oh, I need to turn down my volume on my iPad. You do not need to hear that. Listen, I was messing around today and I made this wreath and I thought, why not show you guys how to do it, because it's been a while since I've been on here. If you're watching this on YouTube, I record Facebook Lives and then I will upload them to my YouTube channel. So I made this little wreath today and it's on a little bit of smaller frame, and I wanted to kind of get on here tonight and kind of quickly show you what I did with these petals. I did them a little differently and I just thought, hey, we'll do it. And I had this burlap that I really wanted to use, and oh my goodness, where did I put, oh there it is, I see it now. And I thought I'm going to try to make a rosette without glue. There's no glue in that. So let's get started and we'll get going on this burlap wreath. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I cut some of my mesh here. Oh, I just moved my mat. So I'm going to put my glass out here. And I've already cut all the main colors, so I just need a few more of the leaves. So I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut these only 10 inches long. Usually I cut these like, 11 inches, but for this wreath, in this size wreath frame, we're gonna do 10 inches. I know, I'm kind of going rogue on you tonight. I'm gonna do it a little differently. Make sure I'm at my 10-inch mark here. And this is my wood burner, and you can see the tip I use. And I like this tip. Other people use different tips, but this is what I use. So I'm just gonna cut 2 more pieces. I've already got everything else cut, so we won't need to cut a whole lot. So that's all I do. It's very simple. Why do I use a wood burner? Because it helps minimize the fraying. You may want to wear a mask because there is a smell that it does put off, and you might just want to protect yourself that way. So that, we're going to need 4 of these. So I already cut a few more of these. Well, I don't see them, so maybe we should cut 2 more. Anyhow, so let's cut 2 more. Nope, there's 1 on the floor. I see them. They just fell on the floor, so I'm just going to cut 1 more, guys. So, spring has sprung in Michigan, and oh my goodness, it is beautiful. And we're so thankful for it because usually spring doesn't spring until like May for us. So we are so lucky right now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to get rid of this. This is just a glass cutting board. I believe it's 16 by 20. I got this from Amazon. Just look up 16 by 20 glass cutting board. So, and that will be enough for you. So, you know what? I'm not seeing everybody's comments here. Why am I not seeing everybody's comments? Let me see here. I want to see your comments. Guys, I'm not seeing the comments. Swipe left. Swipe left. Oh, there you go. Hi, everybody. I am so sorry. I forgot. I did not see your comments. If this is YouTube, this is a Facebook Live. So, we're going to make a poly burlap mesh wreath. Now, listen. You cannot go to Hobby Lobby, JoAnns, and find poly burlap mesh. It's going to be a big frustration if you go to those stores because they're not going to carry it. This is almost like a plastic, it's kind of like a plastic based product is the way it's a poly. And you're only going to find these at places like craftoutlet.com, trendytree.com, and thewreathshop.com. And I'm sure there's other places that also sell it. I know there's people on Etsy that sell it as well. So tonight I'm going to use 1 roll of the cream poly burlap mesh. You do not have to use a cream. You can use whatever color you want to use. But this is what I'm using tonight because I wanted to use this kind of farmhouse rose center that I did. So we're going to make 3 sets of petals, okay? So what I did is I cut these 10 inches long. And hi everybody, thanks for hopping on. I know this is kind of last minute. So we're gonna lay it out like this. And then I'm gonna take my second piece and I'm gonna lay it on top. Okay, you're gonna see how I'm doing this. Now, I need my, the tips here to be about the same. And this is about 3 inches on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fold the first one over, okay? And then I'm gonna fold the second one over. So as I have 2 of these triangles folded together, I'm gonna start at this end and I am just going to gather like so. And this is the kind of a new twist on the Dean Michael Designs, Trish DeStefano, her daisy petal. So you're going to take this, okay? You're going to take a, let's get a bigger, you're going to take an 8-inch zip tie. And I like to prep mine beforehand. I like just to make them all up. And then that way I can just assemble everything on my wreath frame. Okay? So then you're just going to go over and like I'm going to make sure this one goes over that a little bit. And that's what you're going to have. That's what's going to be left. So let's do this again. We're going to do this 2 more times. So you're going to put one on top of the other, and you want to make sure that your tips are the same. I'm going to kind of move you guys just a little bit. And you're going to fold one over and then fold the second one over. Okay, see how I have that all there? And then you're just going to gather. I looked away there. Okay, I did try this with 2 different colors. I didn't feel like it looked quite as good. And there are my comments left me again on my screen. I just got a new iPad, and so yeah, I'm trying to learn it a little bit more. So, okay, so here you go. So then you're just going to kind of shape your petal a little bit. This is why I love poly burlap. It's a more workable product when you're trying to make a wreath. And it's just, if you haven't tried poly burlap, try poly burlap. It is just an amazing product to me. I love it. So we're going to do one more here, and then we're going to put our wreath together. Also know that if you notice, I have the finished sides on the same side, okay? So I've got my tips about the same. I'm going to fold one over. I'm going to fold the next one over. I'm going to try to get your comments back on here. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if it's, Rita just said her comments left too. Maybe it's Facebook tonight. And you can even move it like this. So I'm just going to make sure you can see everything. And I'm just going to do the little finger crawl. Okay. Take a zip tie and secure it. Again, my comments have left. Okay. It's like I have to keep touching the screen. Is that what's happening for you guys? So, listen, if you are not in my group, Wreath Creators and More, the link is at the top. Or if you're on YouTube watching this, the link is in the description below. All right, so this is our new petal, okay? So we're going to do those. So let's put it all together. So what I like to do, we're doing just an 8-inch wreath form tonight. I know I'm shocking, you know, probably 95% of you are shocked. The last time I did a wreath tutorial, I did a 12-inch, and tonight I'm doing 8-inch. I'm just giving you options. If you want to use, I know, I'm going to show you here. If you want to use the 10-inch, there's no difference in the size from here to here. So all you're going to do is use extra petals. That's the only difference. And you'll probably make your rose center a little bit bigger. But for now, all I did was I took some plastic canvas and I just made a circle and I attached it to my wreath frame. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to start attaching our petals. So we're going to start at the brackets here. And I'm just going to take my zip tie and go over and across. And I'm going to just secure it. That's it. Okay, that's it. So what I'm going to do now is go to the next bracket and put the next. We're on this. We're not on the outside, but we're on the next of the wire frame. So we're going to put that right here. Yes, I'm not seeing everybody's comments. I'm not sure why. These are 10 by 10 squares. Everything is a 10 by 10 square tonight. Even the leaves are 10 by 10 square. So, okay. So now that I have 2 in the brackets, I'm going to put 1 in between so that this petal will lay on top. Do you understand what I'm doing here? Has spring sprung where you are? But you know what? We're supposed to get snow tomorrow, but I don't care. We can get snow tomorrow. This is what, April the 9th that I'm filming this, and we can get snow tomorrow. I don't care. I've enjoyed all of the nice weather that we have had. Nope, Alberta, it's a 8-inch frame. So I'm going to put my petals here because I made some more. So what you're going to need for an 8-inch frame is we're going to put 8 of these petals on the outside, and then we're going to do 5 on the inside. And you're not going to use quite a whole roll of the poly burlap. All right, I'm telling you, I'm not sure why my comments are leaving me. But I also left my Etsy link, and a lot of you have been buying my, oh my goodness, my tutorials. I even have a new tutorial. I have a tutorial package that is a lot cheaper if you buy all of my tutorials together. I have 3 Facebook groups where I teach you even more based on those wreaths. So if you like the way I teach here and on YouTube, you know, you might want to check out some of those. And I also sell these wreaths, so check me out there too if you need a wreath. So as you can see, we're just doing, I always go to the bracket first and then we do in between. So with this 8-inch, it's a little bit easier because we don't need as many, and really it's up to you whether you want your petals to go up or if you want them to go down. I think this wreath will probably fit in between most doors, which is always a nice option. And I'm doing this wreath tonight because of a farmhouse burlap that I got this at JoAnns Fabrics, and oh, I don't have the tag with me, but I wanted to try that. So I just think it's pretty, and everything farmhouse is so in right now. So I don't know, do you guys like farmhouse decor? I love farmhouse decor. I love anything buffalo check or buffalo plaid, and that's just me right now. That's my thing. My little girl is like, oh, mommy, everything is buffalo check. All right, so that is the first row. So if you're doing a 10-inch or a 12-inch, you're just going to need more of these depending on how many sections you have to your wreath frame. The wreath frames I get from consumercrafts.com. I believe they're like $1.37. You just can't beat that. And when you're, you know, when you're making a wreath to sell, you really want to keep your profit, what you have in your wreaths, down, because you have to pay yourself the time. And I recently just hit 5,000 sales on my Etsy shop, and I've learned how to make the same type of wreaths over and over and over and make money at it. So that's been what's driven my business. So let me stop talking about that and get to the inside. So the next one, I'm going to actually just put in a zip tie in the grid here. I'm not going to put it on the frame. I'm going to put it about 1/4 of an inch to about 1/2 of an inch from that wreath frame. Okay, so I'm just going to put that there, and I'm just going to lay it. And then I'm excited to show you how to make this rose. So again, my comments, I gotta keep hitting my screen if I want to see my comments. I will catch up on comments with you guys later. Sorry about that. So we're going to put, and then I'm going to put it, so if I go about a 1/2 inch in, okay, I'm probably about 1/4 of an inch from the next petal. So we're going to do that. We're going to put the leaves on at the very end. On some of my wreaths, I put them at the end. Some of them I do at the very beginning. It just depends if I'm using zip ties or if I'm using the pipe cleaners or Chanel stems. It just depends. And really the difference between the Chanel stems and the pipe cleaners is the type of petal I'm making. So it really does make a difference. I know people ask me that question a lot. Why do you use the pipe cleaners for some and then the pipe cleaners for some and then zip ties for some? It's just, it depends on the petal. So let's see here. All right. And then we're going to add one more. So we did 5 of these. So basically for an 8-inch, let's see, we did 16 10 by 10 pieces here and 10 in here. So you did 26 pieces. Alrighty, one more. Alright, so then we're going to work on the middle because the leaves are going to be the last thing that we do. So that is what it looks like. As you can see, it's not very wide, so I really think even if you wanted to do something even, one of those flat styrofoam centers, you could do that. You could do all sorts of things for the middle, but this is what I'm going to do tonight. So I'm going to set this aside. Okay, so we're going to go back to the, this is the burlap I got from JoAnns Fabrics. And a while ago, probably, a year ago or so, I'm not sure, I showed you how I did a rosette with 4-inch burlap. I believe this is 6-inch. Is it 6-inch? No, this is like 5.5 inch. And I use glue. So let me show you how I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to use this one with these 4-inch zip ties. And again, I have no comments. So I see everybody getting on my Aunt Yvetta. Hi, Aunt Yvetta. I hope you're doing good. Again, this is a Facebook Live that will be added to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel. So if you're on my YouTube channel right now and you're watching, make sure you subscribe and leave me a comment and like this video. So I'm just going to fold over this. This is burlap from JoAnns Fabrics, okay? You could use any type of burlap. This is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to just fold over. Now remember that you're watching this. This is a Facebook Live. So you see this, like if I'm going to my right, you're going to see it to my left. So if you're right-handed, just kind of switch things. So I'm going to just make a little fold over, and I'm going to make another fold over, and I'm just going to twist it in. I'm just going to roll it. And I'm going to take a little zip tie. And because this is burlap, you pretty much can just run that burlap or this zip tie right through that burlap. So that way we don't have any glue. Now at the end, if you want to add a little bit of glue, and my zip tie just went flying, you can, okay? So here is the basic principle of a rosette. I'm just going to keep this folded, okay? And I'm going to, let me see, I'm trying to describe this in a way that makes sense. I'm going to fold back and then roll, okay? So you're going to fold back with your hand, and then you're going to roll into it so that it starts to form a rosette. So as I hit this point, I'm going to add another zip tie. Excuse me. I'm going to add another zip tie down here. And I'm just going to go through whatever layers I can go through that it will secure it. And of course, it's going to give me a hard time. Okay, come on. It did not give me a hard time when I did the practice wreath. Okay. I'm going to look at my comments here soon. Oh, we almost got 500 up here watching. Okay, so here's our rosette. It's starting. Okay, do you see that? Okay, thanks, Linda. I appreciate this. So I'm going to keep this folded, and I'm going to just fold back, and then I'm just going to roll my rosette into it. Okay, and see that? I think that's really coming along. And I'm just going to take another zip tie. I'm going to keep doing the zip tie through whatever parts that I can get to connect. So I'm going to connect it to this side here. And then this way we don't have to add any glue. And I bet you if you live in Texas, you would appreciate the no glue part. Okay, so keep this folded. Trying to get this untwisted here. So this is where you guys have to be patient with me and just keep watching, okay? So we're going to fold back, and then you're just going to roll your rosette right into your fold, okay? And you're just going to kind of eyeball it and say, you know, I like the way that this is going, and this is working for me. So add another zip tie. I also want to let you know that on Facebook, and I know this might not help right now, but after I have downloaded this video, I can add the closed captioning on Facebook. All right, gotta cut that off. Now we're gonna keep, it's gonna start getting bigger now, all right? So I'm just gonna turn that over and just add another zip tie. All right. Let's see. Did you guys catch, you know what? I didn't even share this to Wreath Creators and More. Can somebody share this to Wreath Creators and More? I don't even share it to my own group. And I have Julie's Christmas tree flower group, or Christmas tree group, the apple blossom and marigold group, and I didn't even share it. So see how I just keep, I fold it back, and then you just are gonna keep rolling it around, and it's getting almost big enough. And I didn't share it to my groups. Okay, but I was talking about how many wreaths I've sold, and oh my goodness. When you can keep your costs down in what you have in your wreaths, and there we go, you will make more money. And I consult people every day on how to grow their businesses, how to list things on Etsy, to how to do a Facebook page. So that's another thing that's in my Etsy shop. It's called Grow Your Business with Julie. So we're just going to keep folding that, and we're just going to fold it back. And I'm kind of looking at this. Bring this over here. Let's see. Yep, I think that's about big enough. So we're gonna eye it here. I'm gonna cut it here. Let's see. What is that red part? Well, it's a good place to cut it because there's some red in this. Sometimes that happens with burlap. They get another color dye in there. So we're going to just zip tie, and see the back of that? It just gets bigger. You know, practice with the zip ties too. You're not going to ruin any burlap by doing it this way. And oops, I've got one that I see a part where I need to add another zip tie. So as you can see, there's a spot right here. And you could even use wire, if you wanted to run some wire through. you could do that too. So I'm just going to run, I have a loose spot here. Come on. It was easier when I did this before. There we go. You just want to get it enough so that it will connect itself together. Okay, I'm going to turn this over in a moment. Hold on, be patient with me. Am I losing you? All right. Okay, so let's cut those off. I think I'm losing some of you. All right. So then you're going to take this and you're just going to fold it back one more time here. And that's where we're going to end our rose. Okay, so I'm going to fold it back and then connect it. All right, so I'm losing the comments. I don't understand why I'm losing all these comments of you lovely ladies and gentlemen that get on here and watch this with me. I appreciate your support so much. You guys are amazing. All right, one more here. Come on. Just trying to get it to go through here. There we go. And then you're going to say, how are you going to put this on? Oh, that one needs to be turned over. I'm going to show you how we're going to put it on. It's really easy. Okay. So there's your rosette. And I'm going to actually connect this one a little bit over here. I have my glue gun on just in case. And after you put it all together, that's when you can put your glue gun, and you can just, you know, add a little bit of dab of glue here and there, but it's not going to fall apart because the actual, I think I just cut a zip tie. I shouldn't have cut. Oh my goodness. Let's cut it. Let's do this again. All right. Hold on. We're getting there. Okay. So here is your rosette, okay? And then you can add some glue if you want to, like underneath, but it's going to stay together. So, and that is the second rosette I've got out of this roll. I think I'll get 2 more out of that roll. And again, this is only available at JoAnns the springtime. This is what they had for the spring. So we're going to take this over here and we're going to set it down. I like the way that looks. And I'm going to take a long 8-inch zip tie. I'm going to turn this over and I'm just going to find a spot. We're going to go right through here. You're just going to find a spot. You're going to run your zip tie up and you're just going to connect it. You're going to go through the burlap. Okay, and then you're going to run it right back down. So let's turn it back over. Okay, so I can see it. You can't see it, but I can see it. There we go. And then we're going to put one more zip tie over here. And then your rosette is in the middle of your flower. Okay, so let's run another one over here. Let me turn this around. I'm going to go through it. So do you see what I'm doing? I'm actually going to go through this side because this is the under piece, so that'll all be covering it. And then you're just going to run your zip tie right back down. Wherever you can kind of find it, find a spot. There it is. Let's see here. Okay. So now your rosette is in the middle of your flower. So let's put our leaves on. Let me tell you what I did for these leaves. I used the moss green poly burlap. Have you guys used the moss green poly burlap yet? That is what I used. It's not the olive green and it's not the lime green, but it's the moss green. And I just cut these in 10-inch by 10-inch, and I showed you that at the beginning of this video. You can watch it on replay if you want. And we're just going to put 4 of these in. So I'm just going to take a zip tie and I'm going to put it, you know, beside the bracket. I'm not going to put it on the bracket because there's something already there. That's okay. And we're just going to, the rolled edges up, meet in the middle, and then you're going to make your little petal, which is almost like a little bow tie. And then you're going to just attach it like this. And then I push my zip tie that way. And I just clip that off. Let's do another one. Okay, I'm just hating that I can't see the comments. So, oh, thank you, Aurora. I appreciate it. You're so sweet. So let's do 3 more of these. And then what I do to cover the back is just, and I'm not sure that I have one cut. I'll have to look here. If I do, I'll show you how I put the backs on. I had somebody ask me on YouTube, how do you put the backs on and what do you hang it from? This wreath will hang from whatever wire point my customer wants to hang it from. I won't make another hanger for it. I will just let them do that because I just like the fact that I just feel like it's stronger if I don't have to put a hanger. But sometimes you have to put the hanger on depending on the wreath that I'm making. Let's see. All right. But yes, we're enjoying the weather here. I'm enjoying it, even though we're going to have bad weather tomorrow. That's okay. That's all right. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I do my best to get on when I can. All right, so let's see what that looks like. And at this point, you might want to, you know, fluff up because I've kind of smushed it a little bit. But so that's just a little different of a petal, you know, wreath. Let's turn it this way. So, and you can just kind of play around with your rose. I'm not sure if it's looking a little wonky there. It just depends on where. Okay, I would probably hang it this way. So, oh, these are too big. I don't think I have. Okay, so these are going to be too big. But if I had one that was smaller, I would just connect it, put a few holes. Oh, you know, you just put a little hole, and then you would zip tie it to your frame like that. But this one is too big, so this one isn't going to stay. But that's how I would cover the back of the frame. So, anyways, all right. I wonder how long we did this one in tonight. But listen, thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe. The description box below will have all of the places I buy the poly burlap and all the items that are listed that you're going to need, the supplies. So make sure you join my wreath group, Wreath Creators and More. Make sure you check out my tutorials on my Etsy. And I do have private groups for some of those. And have a wonderful night, and I hope to see you next time I do a live, all right? We'll see ya. Bye-bye.